anybody needs to watch it. We're done with grammar. You already know that. Next week is our last class. On our last class, you guys are going to present your papers, your Supreme Court case papers, and do a slideshow. So today we're going to make a slideshow, a Google slideshow. The other thing that I want to say about next week, because it's our last class, you can, if it's okay with your parents, you got to check with them first. You can bring a snack to your computer. I know it's weird because we're all at home in different places, but it can be a party still, you know. Oh, you got a snack today. There you go. Perfect. So next week, if you want to bring popcorn or whatever your parents are allowing you to have at the computer, they probably don't want you chewing like sticky caramel stuff or something like that. But, you know, whatever they say is okay to have. We can eat on Zoom together and listen to each other's presentations. So the slideshow is what you're mainly going to work on. But here's the other thing. You must make sure that your paper is turned in early. Some of you, I don't see your paper yet. You should be at 5 paragraphs now on your big paper for the Supreme Court case. So the other thing is you got to make sure that you get a 10 out of 10. If you don't have a 10 out of 10 on it, that means there's something you need to fix. So I'm going to put everybody's notes in there for your paper. I'm going to put my notes in there. And you got to read my notes and make sure you fix things that you need to fix. And it's got to be on point for next week because that's when you're going to present it. And good morning, Ryan and Ramsey. I see you guys logging in. You got 2 logins right now. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Okay, looks like one of them left.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. Okay, so we're just talking about next week. Our last class is next week. And we're going to share your papers through a presentation, a slideshow presentation. So, and I was just saying, in case you didn't hear it, you can bring a snack. While we're listening to other people's presentations, we can have a party. That's what we're doing. Check with your parents on that because some parents are like, no food at the computer. I respect that. So if you can't have food at the computer, you can just fake eat. I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's like Hook. Did you guys ever see Hook? It's a old movie. Well, it's Robin Hood. I mean, it's not Robin Hood. It's Peter Pan. What am I saying? Peter Pan. And he eats imaginary food. I saw them for a second. Anyway, so any questions about that for what we're doing next week and what the plan is to work on this week? Any questions so far? Okay. So make sure you turn it in early. I don't want you to turn it in at midnight on Monday night because I won't be able to look at it before class. So make sure you turn it in before the weekend if possible. That's best. Please turn it in early. And what I mean is your slideshow and make sure your paper is done and turned in and it's a 10 out of 10. Some of you are lagging. I see that. Oh, the checklist is the same checklist as last week. Tyler, I didn't change the checklist, but I can add it if you need me to on this last assignment.
No, I'm okay. I
Oh,
figured it out. I just deleted the attachment from my assignment so that you'd know which one it was.
got it. I see that Abby was asking about that. Did you find the checklist, Abby, on the assignment?
So they had my mom had something that looked like she had sent it, and it said something about the Constitution, and she was like, "What is this?" And then I don't remember what she did with it, but yeah, I don't really I didn't get sent a checklist, or if that was the checklist, it had I don't know.
It had a different name on it. I picked it from your binder. So this is, let me share my screen so you can see the checklist. I did attach it to the homework. It said Oceania. Is that what it said on yours? Oceania. Yeah. So it's just from your binder. It's just a random checklist toward the back of your binder. This is the one you want to use, and it's linked to the homework that was due last night. It's in the attachment here.
Okay.
Yep. So
Um,
use that one.
I will need to fix my paper then to make sure that it has all those.
Okay. I can just return it. Did you turn it in actually?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just return it while I'm thinking of it, and then you can work on it. Yeah. Yeah, you need to do your dress ups and everything. Make sure double spaced too. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll
It
check
seemed
it.
really big. I did 1.15 because it seemed really big on mine.
Oh, okay.
But I could do 1.5 or 2.
2 is best.
Okay.
I know it makes it spread out, but that's best. So how about Ryan and Ramsey? Where are you at with your paper? Did you get a chance to work on it yet?
We were able to complete a little bit of it, but we had Star 360 test this week.
Oh, right. Okay. So it really needs to be done. Try to get it done before the weekend so I have time to look at it and check it. So everybody's should be 10 out of 10. You have to have it done by next week or you won't be able to present, and you don't want to end like that. So make sure you get it done. How about
Yeah,
Dominic? How's your paper? Oh, were you going to say something, Ryan? Sorry about that.
I'll make sure to get it done.
Yeah, okay, cool. Both of you guys. Okay, cool. How about Dominic? How far did you get on your paper?
I'm not sure where I'm at, but I know I didn't finish it yet.
Okay. So try your best to get it done soon, as in like today's Tuesday. If you guys could get it done by Thursday, that would be ideal. Then I can look at it and you have time to fix it if you need to. All right. So today we're going to work on a slideshow. So has anybody in here ever done a Google slideshow before? Reagan has. No. Have you guys, Ryan and Ramsey? No. Tyler has. I know
Nah.
he's done with my class. Okay. Yes, Abby, to answer your question, yes, you still underline dress up, still label your sentence openers with the numbers and everything as usual. And then topic clinchers too. Okay. Okay, so if you're able, I think everybody should be able to do this. If you can minimize your Zoom call by hitting escape on your keyboard, you can open up the internet. Everybody needs to go to the internet if you can on your device. If you have a second device available, that's easier if you have a second device. But if you have to use this device you're on, minimize it and go to the internet. You're going to go to Google. And I'll share my screen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it completely, but I'm going to walk you guys through this. I'm going to go to my Google. It's best if you guys are logged into your Google account that you have the Google Classroom on. If you're not sure which one that is, that's okay. But if you know, go to the Google account that your classroom is on. And just go to Google first. I'm going to go through this kind of slow. So everybody just, I know some people are faster at this than others. That's okay. But I want everybody to take it slow. On Google, if you're logged in, you'll know the icon that has a circle. Mine has my face in it, but you might have a picture or letters in there. Make sure that's the account for your Google Classroom. And then you're going to click on the what we call the waffle. And the waffle is those 9 dots together on the upper right-hand side of your screen. It opens up all the apps for Google. You're going to scroll until you see slides. It's a yellow icon and it just says slides. So thumbs up if you guys see that icon. Good. I see that right again. If anybody needs help, just unmute. This is gonna be a working class right now, okay? We're just gonna work on this together during class.
I'm already there inside of slides and I already have a bunch of slides up.
Okay, just wait right there for a second, okay? Don't do anything yet. Ryan and Ramsey, were you able to find slides? Not yet? Okay, are you able to get on the internet and get to Google? Yeah? Do you see the little waffle symbol I was talking about, those 9 dots?
I'm trying to find them right now. Go to Google.
It's on, if you're on
Oh, it's on.
Google, it's on the right side next to your little icon for Google when you're logged in. There's
Yeah,
9
he was
dots.
on Chrome, not Google. That's Google Chrome.
Yeah, you can go on Chrome. That's okay.
It doesn't show it though.
Um, uh, are you on Chrome or are you on something else?
It just shows 3 dots. And then your profile, and then like this music symbol with 3 lines.
Okay.
Just go to Google.com.
Are you on Chrome or are you using a different browser?
Chrome.
Oh wait, now I found it.
Oh, good.
Okay, what do we press after we press the 9 dots?
Find the word slides on there and it'll be a yellow icon. You're going to click slides.
Okay, we found it.
Okay, good. How about you, Tyler? You got it?
Yeah.
And Abby, I know you're probably working on a different device there.
No, it's not working. My thing, I clicked on both of the things that you did, but my thing's in a different arrangement and has different stuff than yours. And I don't have slides on mine.
Okay, scroll through. It should be there. Do you see other things like Drive and Gmail and stuff like that in there?
Let me see.
It's like there's a ton of apps.
Oh yeah, there it is. I
Okay,
didn't like
good.
flood down to it.
Yeah, you guys scroll. Okay, good. So go down and click slides. And then I have a bunch on mine because all my students' slides are in here, but see where there's a plus symbol and it says blank presentation. You're going to click the blank presentation. Okay, so go ahead and click that. I'm just going to have you guys give me a thumbs up each time we click something, just so I know you're with me. So thumbs up if you found blank presentation. Okay, good. I see that. Okay, good. Okay, good. And then Dominic, you'll have to give me a virtual thumbs up or just unmute and say got it, something so I know that you got it. Okay. There in your toolbar at the top, it's kind of like Google Docs. You got all these tools there. Look for the word theme, Theme. Look for theme and click theme. Then you should see a variety of options. They're templates. We're just going to use a template here. There's choices on the right side of your screen. If you scroll through, there's different colors, different fonts, different styles. They're all pretty basic. Go ahead and choose one. You can scroll through and choose one. And if you change your mind, that's fine. Just click on a different one. It doesn't really matter. You can just change it anytime. So just click on a theme and give me a thumbs up when you have one that you chose. You can take your time with it. Okay, I see that, Tyler. Thank you. You'll be able to change the color of the slides later. You can play around with the design later, but just for now, go ahead and choose one. The cool thing about Google Slides is that I see that, Abby, it does have a template for you and you can change things on it, like color schemes and things like that. If you want to make it more patriotic, since we're writing about, the Constitution, you can add background images and things like that later. I'm going to give you guys the basic format for today. And then depending on the amount of time you guys have this week, you can play around with it and make it cool. All right. Ryan and Ramsey, did you guys choose a theme?
Yeah.
I know you're on the same device, so you will have to do 2 of these. Each of you will do one. So probably later you'll have to use a different device or something or open a different slide. Reagan, you got yours selected? Okay, so you see the big box where it says click to add title. Go ahead and type in the name of your Supreme Court case. You may have to pull up your paper if you need to check spelling and any of that, or your notes from your binder. But go ahead and type in the Supreme Court case. I'm just going to type in Kennedy v. Bremerton School District. The V does not need to be capitalized, and you don't even need a dot with a V. It's just going to be a V, a lowercase v by itself. So type in the name of the case in the main title of the slide. Where it says click to add subtitle, that's where you're going to put the word by, BY, comma, and your first and last name. And that's it for this slide. So when you guys are done with that, give me a thumbs up. You should have in the main title is the name of the case. And then in the subtitle, you're going to put by and your first and last name. Thumbs up when you got it. Thank you, Reagan. Okay, good. Thank you, Tyler. If anybody needs help, just unmute and ask me. This is a working class, so we're just going to work on stuff together. Okay, Abby, I see that. Okay, thank you, Dominic. Ryan and Ramsey, are you figuring it out? Okay.
Yes, we're almost done.
Okay. Are you guys trying to do them both at the same time? Like both your papers?
No.
Okay. Let me know when you're done with this title slide. So this title slide is going to be your first slide. By the way, for those that have never done a slideshow before, maybe you've never seen a slideshow before, but basically what you're going to do is show these slides while you're talking about your paper. I'm going to give you guys a choice because some of you have done this before. You can either talk freely about your paper and about what you discovered in the case, or if you're more comfortable just reading your paragraphs in class, that's okay too. So you can decide if you want to talk about it or read it. But this would be technically your first slide introducing yourself. So you guys would say, my name is Reagan Kitterman, and I'm going to talk to you today about Kennedy v. Bremerton School District. I know that's probably not your case, but just as an example. That will be all you say for this slide. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the next slide. And to find the next slide on your page there for Google Slides, all the way to the left, you see a little search bar that says menus, and right next to that is a plus sign. You're going to click that plus sign and it'll insert the next slide for you automatically. Okay, just click the plus. Thumbs up if you got that. Okay. Okay. This will be, oops, I got to check my notes here, make double check. This will be your background slide. So everybody's going to type in that title for the slide. You're going to put background. And the background is your introduction paragraph. Remember, you introduce your topics and you give a little background to the United States Constitution. And this is where you're going to give information about the Constitution and how it relates to the Supreme Court, or not the Supreme Court case, but court in general. Remember that document I shared with you guys? It was like 2 pages full of paragraphs about the background to the Constitution. So this is introducing your paper, basically. In the box where it says click to add text, click inside that box. This is where we're going to add bullet points. And if I'm going too fast, please let me know. I'm just going to keep going. Plus, I recorded this. If you need to go back and watch it, you can. You're going to add bullet points, and that tool is on your toolbar. It has, if you can see my screen, it has 3 dots and lines next to it. That's the bullet point icon. If you click it, it'll give you a dot on your slide, like mine. It's at the top. It's just like in your Google Docs, same spot to add a bullet point. Thumbs up if you found the bullet point. Oh, good. Thank you for that. Okay, thank you, Tyler. Got it? Okay, good. Each slide is going to have 3 or 4 bullet points. You are not going to type your entire paragraph in this slide. You are not going to copy and paste your entire paragraph. That is a pet peeve of mine. If you've ever seen a presentation before and they put a bunch of words on the slides, because you're going to be talking and reading. We don't want to be trying to read your slide while you're talking about your paper. So these bullet points are more like a group of keywords. Okay, that's all you're going to put here. You're not going to put complete sentences even. So for example, and you can look back on your paragraph that you wrote, your introduction paragraph, I would open a new tab, by the way, online with your paper. So you can toggle back and forth between your paper and the slideshow, just so you have access to it to read it. One thing that you might have in your introduction paragraph, this is up to you though, so don't type this if it's not in your introduction paragraph, but there's information on this document about how it's a carefully balanced document. So that might be, whoops, oh, hold on. I would put for mine, carefully balanced document. That would be an example of a bullet point. I only used 3 words. It's not a complete sentence, but it is in my introduction paragraph. So this is where you're talking about the Constitution itself. Any questions right now for me? I know this is kind of new for some of you, so I want to make sure. I'm just going to make a sample here. So you guys should be looking at your introduction paragraph. If you haven't written your introduction paragraph yet, look at your KWO to see what information you're going to put in that paragraph. Or you can use this that I attached to your homework, the one with all the paragraphs called background. Yes, go ahead, Abby.
Can I be excused from class for a minute? We have a motorcycle leaning against the house, and the chickens are jumping from the motorcycle into my window.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead. It's
I'm
okay.
gonna go take care of them.
Yeah, no problem. The chickens are trying to jump inside the window. Yeah, that's it. Don't want that happening. Okay, so another thing I might put is, let's see. And I'm looking at some ideas for your background slide. Equal justice under law. That would be another one. Equal justice under law. And actually, we might have talked about how the judge interprets law. So for my example here, this is probably all I would put on my slide, those 3 bullet points. You could do 3 or 4, no more than 4 bullet points. Keep your words as minimum as possible on your slide. Let me know if anybody needs help coming up with something, because I can also pull up your paper. Put this back here. And then also let me know when you're finished. If you have your bullets figured out, give me a thumbs up. If you need help, let me know. I'll give you guys time to work on this. All right, let me check in with you guys. Tyler, how's yours coming? You don't have to turn your camera on.
It's going good.
You got it? Okay. And how about
Yeah, I was wondering, I was wondering if I could put like the founding fathers left area for the Constitution to be changed accordingly. If I can lower that down, can I put that into my slide?
yes, that's a lot of words though. See if you can see if you can break that down even shorter. But yes, I like that idea to put it as a bullet point. I like the idea of mentioning the founding fathers. Yes, Reagan?
Could you just like repeat your KWO basically?
Yes, but you want to make sure it's not just words with commas though. You want to
Yeah.
group together words that make sense, but not a full sentence.
Like
So,
mini sentences.
a mini sentence. Yeah, you're not even going to use a period like mine. And you only need 3 or 4 bullet points. So, but you can use your KWO. That will help you for sure.
Okay.
Good idea. How about Dominic? Are you good? Do you need any help with yours?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay. All right, let me know if you need help. How about Ryan and Ramsey?
We're doing good.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Am I able to, like, after, can I decorate, like, the background?
Yes, I'm gonna show you how to do that, but not yet. But yes, you can. You're gonna make these slides your own style, but it has to relate to whatever you're talking about on the slide, but I'll show you that in a minute. It's a good question. For your title though, I forgot to have you guys add something. So next to background, I want you to put a colon and put in United States Constitution. That is the background. So go ahead at the title, put background colon United States Constitution. And then your bullet points, that'll be a little more clear for your bullet points. Mine says carefully balanced document, equal justice under law, judge interprets law. All right, and by the way, this is your homework this week, so you will have lots of time to play around with this. Once you get familiar with this app, it's going to be super easy to make it, change it up, make it your own. You can change the color on the font. You can change, as long as it's readable, you can change the style of font, but do all that stuff later because we want to get the basic layout today, and then you can play around with it to spruce it up. Once you guys have your bullets figured out, if you look at my screen, my box for my text is really big, and that's going to be in the way. So you can grab that box from that little bar on the side. When your arrow turns into a one-way arrow, click and drag. You can change the size of your box. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm closing up my box around my bullets like that. That way I can grab my box and I can move my bullet points wherever I want. If I want them centered, by the way, anytime you center anything on a slide, it'll give you a red line. That tells you that's the middle. So you can drop it right there or move it to one side. It's totally up to you how you want to design your slide, and you might even change your mind later and fix it later. Okay, I'm just giving you some examples.
Can you, instead of using a template, just put like a picture in the background?
Are you saying instead of the bullet points?
No,
what do you mean?
like you have for your picture in the background for your slide. Could you just put, instead of using a template, could you just put one of those pictures from the stock and web?
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna have you guys, let me talk about that next, because you don't want to use it as a background because you're gonna add more pictures, and pictures on top of pictures is too much for a slide. So I do want everybody to look at your toolbar again. Go ahead and mute, Reagan. And go to where it says insert on your toolbar. It's on the upper left side, and Reagan already found it, but go to image. Some of you already know this. Click image and click stock and web. That's what she was talking about. When you click stock and web, you'll see a list of pictures and GIFs and stickers and stuff on the side of your screen. And then there's a search box. Let me know if you guys are confused. Are you good, Tyler?
What one did you click
Yeah.
for?
So, okay, let me go back. So Abby, on the left side, do you see how you have file, edit, view, insert? Okay, click insert, click image, click stock and web. Got it? Okay. Now on the side, in that search bar where it says search all stock, I want you to type in US Constitution. And you'll see some stock images, some GIFs, and some stickers. Now, this is your introduction paragraph, so you don't want to get too deep into the amendment and all of that yet. You're just looking for basic pictures. You can even do American flag. You could do a total of 3. So you can use any combination of stickers, GIFs, and stock images, but you cannot have more than 3 images on your page. When you find one you like I kind of like this one. That one's kind of cool. It looks like it might be a preview on Netflix or something. But when you select it, you can change the size by grabbing the corner of the picture or the GIF or whatever it is and grab it and pull it in. It'll reduce the size. I know you guys know this from messing around with pictures and stuff. Decide what size you want it. And then let's say you change your mind, you don't want to use that one. You can either use your undo button, which is on the upper left. It's kind of like a swoop with a back arrow next to that plus sign. Undo will undo whatever you did last on your slide. If you just want to hit backspace, it'll delete that picture. You can try a different picture. So you're going to play around with images, GIFs, and stickers. There's also Google Images. You can search those too. Okay. Make sure you keep it appropriate for this class and make sure that it's all related to the topic, which is the United States Constitution. That's the topic on this slide. Let me know if you guys have any questions, but I'll let you search around on that. Since my slide mentions the judge, I'm going to just look up judge and see if there's any pictures of a judge that I might want on this page. Stay away from the cartoony type things on these slides. I'll give you a chance at the very end to create your own fun slide, but try to keep it professional. You know, we're talking about United States Supreme Court, so don't pick like I saw one with a minion that's dressed up like a judge and it's kind of cute, but I don't think that would be appropriate for this project. But some of those stickers and GIFs are a little cartoony. I kind of like this picture. So if you want to see what I'm doing, you can kind of get a feel for what I'm looking for. But you guys make your own slide, your style, okay? I might choose American flag. I don't like that one. I'm going to just keep looking till I find one that I like. No. Once you click it, if you don't like it, just hit backspace. It's super easy. There is, if you click on the actual like word GIFs, it'll open up a whole list of them. Did somebody say something? Because it was kind of quiet. Go ahead, Ryan and Ramsey.
So for the picture of the back, can I do like a mug shot of the case or just like the thing that you're doing? Like that.
So for the background, we're not talking about the case yet here. So for the background, you're talking about the United States Constitution and how it connects to our court system. That's your introduction paragraph. So keep your
All right.
pictures related to that. And then once we get into the Supreme Court case, yes, you will start entering in other, if you found a mugshot of the guy, yeah, that would be good. You can use that on another slide when you're talking about the plaintiff or the defendant. It's a good question. When you guys are done with this slide, I'm going to show you what to do so you guys can keep working. Click that plus sign again on your slide.
No, it didn't.
On your slide app. You're going to click that plus sign. It's going to drop in a new slide. This next slide, which is slide 3, is going to be your Supreme Court case. No, just kidding. It's the amendment. So here for your title, you'll put the amendment. So mine would have been like the first amendment. That's what I would click for the title of your third slide. That's the paragraph about the amendment. You're going to add 3 or 4 bullet points here that go with your paragraph about the amendment. Keep it short. Like First Amendment, I might say something like freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. American citizen right. Something like that. Just 3 or 4 words. Keep it really, really short. Don't put a bunch of words on here. I might say voice opinions. Okay, on this slide, I might look up First Amendment. Excuse me. This one's kind of cool. It says First Amendment. I like that picture. I might use that one. Maybe I like that one a lot, so I can make it kind of bigger. You guys get the idea. You're going to make your slide yours. Let me know if you guys have questions, okay? I like this one. It's kind of interesting as a protest. If I'm writing about Bremerton case, remember that was one when the coach prayed. So there might be a picture of like prayer or kneeling, maybe. You get the idea. I don't know. I don't really like those, so I would pick something else. By the way, I'm going to type out all the instructions to each one of these slides on Google Classroom, okay? And my goal is to post it tonight. Yes, Ryan and Ramsey, I see your hand.
The pictures. Can you
Yes.
show me how to get them again?
Yes. So do you see the button that says insert on your
Yes.
bar? Click that, click image, click stock and
Wait
web.
a second.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
So insert should be On the upper left side, you'll see untitled presentation, and you'll see file, edit, view, and then insert. You see that on the left side on your toolbar.
Let me see.
If you don't see it, it might be hidden, and there's a little arrow to drop down more tools on the right side. It's like a little, I don't know, sometimes those things are hidden.
Oh yeah, there was a button.
Okay, so once you open up those extra tools,
Secret
yep, click insert,
insert, and then you said image.
image, and then stock and web. And then you should see a bar on the right side that has all the images and.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so we have some time left, but it's running out. So I'm going to tell you now, each slide you're making from here is going to go with your paragraphs throughout your paper. So slide 1 is just your title and your name. And then you're going to do your introduction slide is slide 2. And then your amendment slide is slide 3. And then the plaintiff, you're going to introduce the case. And the plaintiff in slide 4. And then slide 5 is the defendant. Slide 6 is the conclusion. That's the one that has the impact on America and your opinion. Slide 7 is your thank you slide. And that is the slide that you can make your own with your own, whatever you want to put on that slide within reason. Okay. I don't want anything too controversial on there. Just keep it like, if you love baseball, put your favorite baseball team on there, or football team, or you can put horses on there, or whatever you guys are into, soccer. Keep it only 3 images though, but you can design it however you want to design it and just have a big thank you at the end of it. That's slide 7. So you're going to have 7 slides. This is a big project, but it's fun. You guys can play around with it. I will, I might be able to upload a sample if you needed a sample of what a slide would look like, but you guys hopefully have been watching what I'm putting up here too. So your goal, again, is to finish 7 slides. Make sure your paper's finished and 10 out of 10 by Monday. Tuesday, we'll share your slides and you read your paper or speak about your paper, either way. Still have 6 minutes, so you guys keep working, but does anybody have, and Ryan and Ramsey, is that your hand from earlier? Or do you have another question? Okay. All right, so if you're done with slide 3, I would add another slide. This one's going to be, I would put it like this: plaintiff, colon, and then the name of your plaintiff. So you want to try to find the first and last name of the plaintiff. I was going to look up Kennedy's first name.
It is Joseph.
Joseph. Oh, thank you. So Joseph, thank you. Kennedy. And then you're going to do 3 or 4 bullet points about why he sued, and keep it short, short, short. Okay. I don't want even a full sentence. It has to be very short, just a few words. Like, prayed on field or football field. Sprayed on football field. Fired from coaching, something like that. You get the idea. Maybe he was exercising. Oops. Why am I? Oh. Freedom of religion. That's in my example. And then I would look for a picture of him. You can even search in your stock and web the name of your case, see if you can find pictures of that. Yeah, I saw your note, Ryan and Ramsey. And I think we have a Zoom call here later this week too, and we can talk then. But yeah, it's going to take a while. You guys are just going to need to play around with this. You'll get an idea of how to put all this together. I know it's a little tricky, but it's going to be just playing around with it. You guys are good with stuff like this. Slide 5. You're going to put defendant, colon, Bremerton School District, or whatever your defendant is. Six will be impact on America or impact in America. And opinion. This is where you're going to talk about your conclusion paragraph where how did it impact America? And your opinion on that. You'll give some bullet points about that. The last slide will just be a thank you for, or just thank you. And on your last slide, on your thank you slide, you don't have to have any bullet points there. You can just put images and stickers and GIFs of things that you enjoy. Something about you, okay? It's personal on that one.
I think I missed a slide because I only have 6 slides. I have the cover,
Okay,
I have the background, the
Okay.
plaintiff, the defendant, the impact on America,
I know what
and
you forgot.
opinion.
Okay, wait, stop
and
there.
then-
So right after background, you need to have a slide about the amendment. So if you click in between slide 2 and 3, you'll see a blue line right there on your sidebar.
Yeah.
And then click your plus sign and it should insert a slide right
there.
there.
Got
Yep.
a slide.
Yep, there you go. That one should be all about the amendment. So that's your first body paragraph.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, good. You're welcome. Yeah, if your defendant is the entire District of Columbia, yes, you would put District of Columbia. Did you have a question to go with that, or are you just telling us, Tyler? I'm looking at the chat. Okay.
I was just saying that I didn't have.
Okay. Yeah, so even if you looked up District of Columbia, you might find a map. That would be kind of cool to put in there. Yeah, there's some good ones for that. But the Capitol building, something like that. Okay, so That was a lot to take in. You guys are awesome, though. You're ready for this. This is cool. So just a recap, just a recap. And I'm going to post everything, all the details. I'm going to give you step by step in Google Classroom. Make sure you read those steps. Man, they already dropped off. Okay, then they're ready to go. Um, anyway, finish your slideshow, finish your paper, make sure you have 10 out of 10, make sure you get all that done by, I'm going to say by Sunday. That way, if there's any last minute things you need to work on, you at least have Monday to fix anything. So try to get it in as early as possible, okay? If you guys don't have any more questions, that's it for today. You can always have your parent text me if you have any other things you need me to help you with, okay? It's kind of fun. It's your final project. You got this. Yeah, I see your note there, Tyler. I'll be asleep, so.
Well, bye.
All right, bye, you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.